I wanted to start off this video kind of telling you about why I do what I do. What's my big why? What's the vision here, right? Kind of backtracking and talking about why anyone does anything is for two reasons. Look, I've sold multiple six-figure packages of coaching, agency offers, and what I've learned is these two things never change. People only do anything for two reasons, which number one is getting away from pain, right? And getting towards pleasure, what they desire, right? Hell, heaven. Like I've even heard like addictions. The people who do the addictive acts is because they find the moment that they're in currently is very painful and they feel like the addictive act that they will do will bring them some sort of pleasure. When you pick up your phone, you're looking for that dopamine hit, getting towards pleasure. Now, tying into like what's the thing driving me? Is it pain or is it pleasure? Well, the biggest thing, the driving factor of why I'm doing what I'm doing is not money. And the reason I say that is I was fortunate enough to be born in a family where I didn't have to worry too much about money. I've been set up in a way where, yes, I know I am lucky that I don't have to worry too much about it, right? And I also live in a very well off area where I get to meet a lot of very rich people. Like I know people that are worth hundreds of millions, and I even know a billionaire, and they all have something very common. Like they all say the single thing that I've heard everywhere, which is help people who can't help themselves, and we've all heard it. Money doesn't bring you happiness, and they say this as well, but they've also lived it, and I see it in front of me, so it's more real. So they say help people who can't help themselves. And because I was in a fortunate place of not having to worry too much about money, I'm not saying money is not the goal here. I am making money, a pretty decent amount, and I will be continuing to making more money. But what is the biggest driving factor is helping people who can't help themselves. And the biggest example for me for that would be orphans. So my big why is building an orphanage in a third world country, right? So that's what's driving me, and like I've done it to a certain extent, and trust me, that feeling that you get, it doesn't match. Like I have made the money, and like that feeling that you get from helping people who can't help themselves does not match, right? So my vision, the vision for this company is orphanage, right? And second, helping people who really need help. Like I know people who are truly unhappy with the limited resource they have within their 9 to 5, the lack of time, the lack of control, the lack, like just to take a holiday, you have to ask your bosses, see if you even have holidays left, to just spend time with your family, relationships break, all that stuff, just because you are bound in that 9 to 5. Like it's not that the workplace itself is terrible, it's just the way it's structured, right? And I get a lot of people coming to me complaining about that. So that's what made me start and transition over to helping 9 to 5ers getting to a six-figure coaching business. Look, you don't realize you have something like an expertise or experience that people will die just to pay for. Like just the craziest example I have of a coaching business is I know this specific person who went up to a crowd of people who play the game Rocket League, asked them what their point A, their pain, and their pleasure was, and then made a offer out of that. He made 31,000 just selling a package of Rocket League, the game, right? So it's just crazy. And on the other hand, I know someone who helps doctors in America get into real estate, and because their point A is they're very busy, they don't have time, and they want to have assets, the desire. He charges $150,000 per person because his avatar can't afford that. So I'm just giving you a wide range of examples of what is possible with a coaching or an agency business, right? So again, coming back to like why I'm doing this is orphans, and second, helping people get out of their 9 to 5s, go towards the things that they actually want, like the time freedom, like being able to do whatever the hell you want, right? Like not having to ask anyone. Humans want freedom, like they want things to click and make sense, and like freedom, like be able to do the things that you want, and the financial freedom as well, like not have to worry. Like if you want to go eat at that restaurant, you want to buy that coat, you want to buy that watch, you want to buy that car, you don't have to worry too much. People not have to worry about inflation or gas prices or petrol prices going up, or like whatever it is, the electricity bill, right? Like having the freedom to not have that take up your mental space. And Also, then focus on yourself, your health, your relationships. That's a very key factor. We, as humans, like, we only have like three main factors in our life, like health, wealth, and relationships. Like, having the control of your life allows you to do that. So that's the main thing that really drives me, is orphans, helping people get out their 9 to 5s and truly get the freedom that they actually want in every regard. And lastly, also making money. Yes, I'm not going to deny, like, everyone wants to make money. That gives you freedom and happiness. Right, so just wanted to like encourage you to find what's driving you. What's your big why? Are you running away from pain, or are you going towards pleasure? Right. So another very good trick to keep yourself accountable to doing the things that you want is kind of flipping the pain to pleasure thing that I just talked about, as in writing a hate list. What that basically means is, if you don't succeed or get the things that you want, write down exactly what are the bad things that will happen. That itself will be the biggest driving factor. People, like humans, there's something called loss aversion. They want to keep what they have, don't want to lose what they already have. If you write down exactly what you will lose or what you potentially not gain from you not doing the right actions and getting towards your goals, that will be the biggest driving factor of you doing the things that you need to do to actually get to your goal. So think about, what is your big why. I just wanted to share what the vision for this company or my company is.